Okay, so I'm starting out with Revlon Color Stay onto a makeup sponge. I've used it a few times. That's all I really put. I mean, today's a good skin day, so not an issue. But on your more, the areas you want to cover more, I blot. I have a rosiness on my cheeks, and I tend to blot there just to kind of push it in a little more. But for the most part, I just spread it around. Then I'm going to take a color primer or a stay put. I'm actually going to use my Master Prime. It's Maybelline. Normally I use Smashbox, but since it's a school day, I'm not going to be out very long. I have one class. No point. Well, for me anyway. So you just rub that on. Not too much. I don't know if you could see. I don't have that much on. I blend with my finger when it comes to this, all the way up to the eyebrow. I find it helps smooth your eyebrows out a little bit. And then I'm going to take my chocolate bar palette. This is kind of my everyday wear. And I'm going to use this brush. It's an angle brush. All my brushes, well, generally all my brushes are e.l.f. And I'm going to get the champagne truffle right here. Just grab a little bit of that. And I pretty much press it into the inseam of my eyes and drag out. If there's not much on the corner outwards, it's not a big deal because I'm about to cover it anyway. So that's all I'm doing, angling the brush and pulling it. Just like painting, covering up something. Okay, now I take milk chocolate. It's not that dark, so whatever kind of color you want. It's really soft. It looks like Nesquik, powdered Nesquik in my opinion. And then I'm going to grab my fluffy brush. This is not e.l.f. It is Real Techniques. I like it. And I'm going to tap my fluffy brush in there. And I'm going to come onto the corners and just lightly fill in. It looks really dark on the camera, but it is not. I'll show you here in a second. So it's really not that dark. Okay, now here comes the dark part. So I'm gonna grab my, I don't even know what this is called, I guess a blending brush. It's a round tip like that. And I'm gonna get, in this palette, it is Semi-Sweet. This one right here. It's not super dark, but it's on the darker side, and it's also matte. I don't really like shiny eyes. It gives you more of that nightclub going out look, so I'm not a big fan. And I'm gonna tap that in the corners, kind of making a V shape. This one you don't want to take all the way out because then your eyes are gonna have a darker effect. Okay. Then you could do this with your finger or a blending brush. This is a blending brush. You can either do that or take your blending brush and neutralize everything. And then, because I like my eyes to pop a little bit because they are inset, I rub my finger on there and press into the corner just to give it that extra pop of color. Otherwise my eyes look very inset and you can't really see my makeup. Okay, then I'm going to curl my eyelashes. Easy enough, right? And that's a personal choice if you want to. My eyelashes are, oops, they're on my palette. My eyelashes are super long. So curling them is the only way to keep them under control. Gotta love a chocolate bar, no breaks. Not bad. Then I use Colossal Lash. I have another one in my cabinet. And the Falsies was gotten by accident, but it's been working out to use both. So you start in the corners and bring everything up. Again, because I have inset eyes, I try to focus on the corners, not too much on the middle parts. And this brush kind of makes a difference. And then I just go over that again. And again, I don't cake on makeup. I don't put a lot on. You can see I'm not using tons, but yet it still gives me a finished look for everyday wear, especially. Okay, now this part is going to differ greatly from most tutorials you've seen on like YouTube and stuff. I'm going to use a flat brush. It's called an eyeliner brush, so I'm using it for what it's supposed to. And I get the darkest color from my palette, which is, I think it's Triple Fudge. It's this one right over here. And I'm going to dip my brush in there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to line the bottom of my eye. With inset eyes, you do not go all the way across. That is going to make your eyes look smaller. That was a mistake I made for a long time. I would eyeline all the way across, and it just didn't look as good for me. It made my eyes look smaller, made me look chubbier. And that's all I did. Sometimes I just blend it down my fingers. Then, if you really want to jazz it up, I do the same thing on the top, and I blend it a little more so it gives you a smoky eye the lazy way. And go all the way to the corner to make sure they match. And it gives you that smoky effect without really doing much. Again, same thing on the top, on this side. And then generally if I have any left on my brush, I'll just sweep them through my eyebrows just to kind of clean them up. My hair is dyed dark black, so I like them to match just a little bit. For the most part, you're done, but today I can tell I'm looking tired, so I'm gonna add a little brightness. So this is a contour kit. I never really use it for contouring completely. But anyway, here's a fluffy brush. That's all it is, nothing too special. I can't remember which brand this is, but I mean, any fluffy brush will work. And this is my highlighter, and I barely touch it like 4 times with the top of my brush, but that's it. And then I'm gonna go to the highest point on my face right here. And I'm literally gonna go 1, 2. Any more than that, and it starts to look fake. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And that's it for that. As far as contouring, which I don't go crazy with, I use this color, which is closest to my natural skin tone. The darker you go, the more you're gonna have to blend. So I dip in, just again, soft touch. Find my hairline and bring it down right below your cheekbone. And again, nothing intense, nothing crazy. Everyday look, not going out, not getting married. Then I get my e.l.f. High Def powder. And it's basically just like a, I don't know exactly what it is. I guess it's just a pressed powder or loose powder. But it is amazing. And I blot it pretty much where I just used. On my chin. A little bit on my forehead. Then I get my fluffy brush again, which really shouldn't have any more highlighter on it. You can see it's not, I mean, you used it basically on your face. It's not going to show up. And just blend in what you put on. Then I use Hard Candy, Fast Fabulous, or I'll use e.l.f. or pretty much whatever, you know, is on sale, whatever I can find a deal on. And this is makeup setting spray. And I swear by it. So you want to get your kind of far out. I generally go in a circle and then cross my eyes because that's what I want to stay the nicest. You can kind of see the finished look. Let me get a better, not heavy contouring on the cheeks, just enough to give my round face some definition. My eyes. And again, it's just basic makeup techniques that a lot of people don't know. So, good luck!